Okay. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? How's it going, everybody? Just rearrange some things here. All right. Hello. So, it's been interesting week. Swap view. Hey, down under maker. I know what I'm doing. So let me just put my hat on. And let's swap the camera here. 1 second. Let me pull up Bruce Connect. Log in. Let's swap that over to our other camera. So yeah, 3D Printopia. That was last week. That was fun. If you weren't there, or you haven't been paying attention, we announced a new printer, or revealed a new printer, I should say, which I will show off briefly, at least the CAD, to some degree, for those of you who haven't seen it. We won't be opening up the internals of the CAD, just showing you the external, so you can get an idea of what it looked like, if it is the fact that you missed it. Additionally, we will be working on the website, adding the new printer and the Prusa wire to our website so that it's a little bit more comprehensive. I meant to do this before Printopia, but I ran out of time, and the entirety of last week I was dead. I was exhausted, I was tired, and I just needed to recharge my battery, which I did through playing some Borderlands. Not Borderlands 4. I actually was playing the pre-sequel, and I was enjoying it. It runs really well on the Steam Deck, and so I was just kind of enjoying that for a bit. But let me load up the Proton CAD real quick, and I can show you guys what it is that we've put together here. So 1 second. Let me just get this together real quick. All right. And then let me hide that. And just getting the view ready for you guys. Give me a second. All right. So this is Proton. Is LDO working on Proton kit yet? We are not ready for a kit just yet. Let me be very clear about that. It's going to be a while before a kit is ready. We are working on refining this design and actually tidying it up and making it possible to be made. It is really complicated right now, like really complicated, but it is just a bigger positron for the most part. So let's delve a little bit deeper for those of you that haven't seen this. First, let me swap this background real quick to, let's see, environment, gray room. Oh, that's better. That's nicer on the eyes. What about dark sky? That's too dark. That's a little too dark, actually. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. There we go. I'm here just to see. Not reading that. Hi, GTR. What's up? LTX, Petty, Kenneth, Down Under Maker, Mitch, Trainwrecker, and Mad Owl, and Critter42 and TJL. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Cloud Hammer, what's up? I don't have any prototypes with me. The only prototypes that exist are currently with Kush. And he will be working on the prototype that is going to belong to me. And I'll show that off when I have it. Full disclosure, last year at Sanjay Mortimer, we auctioned off a positron development kit. We will be auctioning off a proton development kit again at Sanjay Mortimer this year. So if you want to get your hands on one of the protons that we've been showing off, that will be the time you can do it. We're hoping to raise the money for charity, obviously, but that will be the fastest way for you to get your hands on a proton, because we're still quite a ways out from actually having a proton ready and available. We are currently looking at how to simplify the design. So real quick, most of this can be 3D printed. In fact, the 3D printed version was working really well. What's up, Raj? And we were very happy with how the 3D printed version came out. The 3D printed version can be printed on an MK3, MK4, no problem. And we are looking at simplifying that, as well as still allowing for there to be a CNC'd version for those that want it. So there's two versions: the Proton, which is mostly 3D printed, and then the Proton Pro, which is going to be mostly CNC'd. We're going to make sure that both routes are as economical as possible, but I can't make any promises as to what the price is going to be. If you go down the route of the standard Proton, we are, and no, we're not doing unibody. We wanted to retain DNA of the positron, where everything was very open and very easy to get to. So yeah, we're not doing a unibody because that takes up, in my opinion, a lot of filament, especially on a printer of this size, and you don't really need that for a printer of this scale. A printer this size, a lot of the rails and stuff actually do plenty of the work for you. So we found that the 3D printed version worked just fine. It really didn't need any fancy unibody or stiffening agent. It just worked. The problem with the positron is that the positron is so small that your tolerances are also reduced. So because of how tight your tolerances have to be on the proton, or on the positron, you need more rigidity in the skeleton of the structure. But the proton, since it's larger, we actually have more wiggle room in regards to tolerances, so we can be a bit looser with everything. But yeah, this is really just a big positron. Because of so we stuck with the same rail for Y, just longer, but this is the same rail that you have on a positron right now. Now you'll notice we went with a dual carriage design on X. X is the same, Y is different. So same rail on X, same relatively thin MGN 9 going across the entirety of X. This ensures the compatibility between the proton and the positron. So any toolhead that we make for the positron can go to the proton, any toolhead we make for the proton can go to the positron. We are just unifying our standards here. The Y rail is where things get really fun. And the printed part isn't here right now. Actually, no, it is. It's kind of hidden away. This CAD is a little incomplete. This is not our most updated CAD, but gives you an idea of how this all works. So to prevent any tilting of a singular rail, we went with a dual rail design to prevent racking, essentially, of the tool head. Because at the size that we went to, if we had gone with just one rail in the middle and then one rail across, there was a lot of likelihood of the cantilever forces being too much. But with two rails, that essentially neutralizes the cantilever forces and also allows us for more reliable nozzle probe. You can see in the back, our tensioners are pretty much the same as the original positron. We just kind of, made them dedicated for each side. In fact, our original test was with the original tension piece for the positron. You can see the kinematics are the same. It's still the exact same type of belt path, and I've been told that it's a lot easier to belt this one. What's with the infinity bar? I don't know what you're talking about just yet. Do you mean this? I don't know. Hey, Robin. Well, hey, Hadron. Welcome. The belts are 6mm. They are not 3mm. And this is, as of right now, the longest singular belt path of any printer of a 300mm size. Only the next one is, I don't know why the CDC just left me a voicemail. Whatever. The printer with the next longest belt path is a 350 2.4. So it's long. It's like 8 feet long, I think. Yeah, I think it was 8 feet long is what it was for the belt path. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. For Z, we kind of went with the same idea for dual rails. This way, cantilever forces can kind of be neutralized by using the strongest portion of both rails. And we went with a Z lead screw for the bed because we had the ability to, and this would allow us to have the most weight, the strongest. It would be able to hold the weight of the bed really easily. Hell yeah, Hadron. I'm glad to hear that. So we tested, the bed was able to hold 11 kilograms. And it's able to hold itself up. If you flip the printer upside down, put it on a table like this, not only can the Proton hold itself up in this orientation, but it can also lift itself in this orientation. This printer can bench press itself, no problem. That was just a fun party trick. But the other really cool aspect to this is that we have planned for more than just the positron board. So right now it's using a positron main board, but we have planned for it to use other main boards, such as a INC Rambo, as well as, I believe, a Manta board. I forget exactly which Manta, but one with, 4 independent motor controls for obvious reasons. Oh, hi, Callie. Hello. Lead screw was my favorite part of the Proton. I've had to print 2 Z-belt clamps now because I keep forgetting to unlock it for... Yeah. Positron is likely still going to remain in the future a belt-driven Z, just because the compactness of it. But Proton will go with a lead screw Z. And so the dimensions of the build volume is 300 on X, 260 on Y, and 260 on Z. It's a pretty large volume for a compact printer, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm proud of the team. I actually did not have much involvement in this design, aside from being the idea guy at the beginning. Yeah, Koosh and Burb and everyone else, great job. Callie, I know you're being an attention whore right now, but can you let me do my live stream, please? Thank you. Oh, and the Z motor is on top. I like that also. Thank you. We thought about putting it on the bottom some way, somehow, but honestly, putting it on the top was just the easiest way to go. Hey, Steve. Welcome. Yeah. We're likely going to change a decent amount of this before we bring it to beta. One thing that we're looking at changing is possibly the arms on the Z column. Just making them easier to produce, and also just simplifying them. This whole thing was very heavily sponsored by Sendcut Send. Massive shout out to them. But yeah, we do plan on simplifying everything and making essentially everything 3D printable. there's going to be some things such as the Z block, as well as obviously the extrusion spine and the bed arms. Those are likely going to have to be machined in some way. And we're going to look at all of our options to make it as cheap as possible. So, you know, you don't need a 5-axis CNC to make any of these. We're also looking at, you know, machining. We're looking at US-based possibilities so that this would be essentially a US-made machine. If it is that we go into having someone make kits. Similar to how we did Positron, we're really just going to release the designs and let people make kits of it if they wish to make kits. Because of how the market has moved, we're going to make it as 3D printable as possible so that anybody, and I mean anybody, can produce the parts needed to actually build this. My idea is I want people to be able to build this with either a few parts that are laser cut or CNC'd and a hacksaw. We really want to simplify our design approach, but I can't make any promises right now on exactly how that's going to come about or exactly what's going to change. We do plan on Proton being direct drive. This is just a stand-in Gen 2 extruder from the Positron. But yeah, we do plan on it being direct drive with nozzle probing so that we can really simplify things further. Another thing that you'll see here is right here is where we had our barrel jack plug for the battery. And over here we have AC. It is not a skeleton power supply. It is a standard server LED power supply, I believe. And 400 watts, I think, is what we got. And yeah, we were able to run this off a battery for 30 minutes while printing. Pretty good. I'm really happy with it. That is going to be something done by Koosh. Koosh is going to look into... So the cork board is something that Positron is allowed to use. It is designed by one of our team members, but we are going to incorporate it into our design as an optional failover. And we're hoping that that's something that could be adopted, or individuals can integrate it into other printers like CocoaPress or the V0 or the Baby Belts. Any 24-volt printer the cork board could be introduced into, and allow printing to continue past power outage. And what's really critical about that is not only does it ensure that your printer goes past, say, a brownout or a blip of power, but it also gives you the ability to disconnect the printer and move it during a power outage or something along those lines. So if it is a critical print, you could easily bring the printer to another power source or another part of the room or whatever. Just having the ability to have a power bank power your printer unlocks a lot in terms of the freedom of choosing what it is you want to do with your printer, which I think is really important, especially with portable printers like Positron and Proton. To be clear, we're not designing Proton to be something that is portable. It is just something you can store away. And yes, the cork board will be added to Positron, or can be added to Positron once we design that with it in mind. It's a relatively easy thing to add to the Positron. In fact, right now there's a board that Akush is working on that would allow you to use both the external power supply and a USB-C power supply. I told friends, no, this one's too big to print on a plane. I mean, this would technically still fit in carry-on. I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this is Proton. If you didn't see, our wonderful friend, Taylor, Canuck Creator, he did a great interview with us, kind of going over its capabilities and, you know, what it looks like in person. This is big. Like, it is really big. I really can't... I can't show appropriately just how large this printer is, but it is something that goes from, you know, the positron being something that's good for people that don't need a large print volume to this actually being competitive in terms of its volume with a lot of other printers. Obviously, anything you can print on a standard Core 1. Well, Core 1Z is a little bit taller than 260, but anything you can print on an MK4, you can print on this, no problem. And that's kind of one of the goals we had, was we wanted one of the axes to be 300, whatever one it was, and we wanted it to be able to handle prints that you can do on a Bamboo or a MK4, just to make it compatible with those models designed for that size. So yeah, that's the cool part. Sounds like I'm gonna start ordering from all local pizzerias. Yeah, so technically, I don't actually know what container this would fit in. We decided to not look into that. We decided to just make it the size we wanted it to be, and then figure out a solution later. I cannot promise whether or not kits will come with a Pelican-like case or something like we've done in the past. Simply put, I don't know. We're hoping that we could do something like that, but there's no guarantee. But we have made our own custom solutions that have worked with Pelican-like cases. It's still easily portable. And we have jokingly said that, yeah, it will fit a 3 kilogram spool box or a deep dish pizza box. And now, I have to say, the reason we came up with the deep dish pizza box idea was because that's how Joseph and Prusa originally sent out their printer kits, was in pizza boxes. So, yeah, shout out to that. But, yeah, that's Proton. And we're proud of it. We're very happy with it. It's been in the works for a while. This iteration we worked on this year. The idea of Proton has been around since the inception of Positron. Kraylin and I came up with this development path, which included Proton. Because that was just the logical next step. Once we really nailed down upside down 3D printing with the positron, the next step was Proton, make it larger. So very proud of that, very happy with that, and very excited. One thing of note, the name is technically anti-proton, but no one's ever going to call it anti-proton because that doesn't roll off the tongue as nicely as proton. But if you look at like the flag that we had at Printopia, and as well as other media that I am releasing kind of showing off proton, I think one item I forgot to put it, but there's what's called the P bar. So the P bar, it is literally a bar that goes above the P in proton, and what that indicates is it indicates a antimatter particle. So I'm gonna be keeping that in as many areas as I can, because that's just what it is. If I take my hat off, but yeah, Proton. Just wanted to show that to you guys. Very, very happy with it. Very proud of the team that put that together. They did a great job, and they'll continue to do a great job. And I am very much looking forward to what it is they continue to do. As time goes on, my direct involvement in the design of positron machines is likely going to be reduced. And that is just the simple case of I work for a printer manufacturer now, and I have to be careful because I don't want my privileged information to end up in a design and possibly cause trouble. So I have distance myself from the design aspect. I'm still like the idea guy, so like I still come up with ideas, and I make sure that these ideas do not reference anything that I am privy to, so that they are unique ideas, and then I explain the idea to a member of our team who can then take that baton and run with it. And this ensures that any design we come up with is not at all referencing any design that I am privy to. So that's just a little fun behind the scenes. Yeah. Next question. Since it's DC powered, how many can Mitch fit on his back? That's a Mitch question. Was very excited to see the Proton at 3D Printopia. Everyone on the team was really excited. Yeah, everyone was so hyped to show it off. We only got it working 2 days before the show. So the fact that we got it printing was impressive, to say the least. Hey, Lewis, welcome. Shrimp Father, how's it going? Yeah, we scrambled to get it working, and we're very happy that it was. Essentially, our problem was that the power supply that we got from AliExpress was not a good power supply. And as soon as it would power on, it would run the kinematics, but as soon as you tried heating up the bed, oh, no, it was not. It claimed to be rated for 400 watts. It was not outputting 400 watts. So, we found a power supply from like some random guy on eBay in New Jersey, and it was a high quality 400 watt LED power supply. It worked. It worked great. No idea where this guy got it from. But we'll figure that out later. Let me go. I need to start print. 1 second. All right. Prusa Wire also made its debut. Or not really debut. It already had a debut earlier this year, but we showed it off and showed off its capabilities. I actually just got a print off of my Prusa Wire just a moment ago. This is using a dual extrusion filament, so it's black and then white. Essentially what I'm doing, let me show you guys what I'm working on. So what I'm working on is my toolbox is it's going to be a whole drawer system. So you can see here that I have this kind of prepared. This goes into these multi-bin bins, and just like that. And then obviously this is a bin now. This goes onto my toolbox. There's going to be a handle here, so I can actually pull this in and out. But I need to populate the inside with actual, like, items. So this is a bin insert, and that can just go right in here. And it works. It's not like perfect, but that does like find its spot and stays in place, and I can stack these. So I should be able to hold a good handful of these in here. And then I have to figure a couple other things out with this, but the idea is going to be that, you know, I put all my screws and stuff in here. I can also put, you know, other items in here, you know, make this a drawer essentially. And then, yeah, all my shit goes in here. So I'm experimenting with that on my own time, because I don't want to show off just yet, because I don't know if everything's going to work the way I want it to. But once I have have more experience with how that system is working, then I can show it off to you guys and kind of walk you through the process that I went through. I'm 50-50 on the approach that I'm doing. I'm starting to feel like maybe I should have gone with a different approach, and I might reevaluate it. We'll figure it. But, all right. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, that's neat. I can schedule a switch to a members-only live stream. Is that something people would be... I don't have enough exclusive content to show off on a members-only live stream. One thing that we will be doing is I have a Flash Forge Artemis. We're gonna eventually turn that into something. I don't know what, but we're gonna put a stealth burner on it and make an ABS ASA printer. Maybe I'll do that as a thing. I don't know. Sorry, I got pinged in Discord. Wanted to check. All right. So, what we are going to be working on today is this. Let me get it opened up. And here we go. So, welcome to Odoo and what we use to host the Positron 3D site. So, what I want to do is here's a new page. We are going to let's actually get this built out. So yeah, let's just go with all right. I can get rid of this. Don't need that. Yeah, so I kind of figured today we could go through the kind of how I like to go through the process of showing off what we do and how we design the website, because I figured that would be fun. We don't really have many. Oh, wait, a little more. Here we go. Because I wanted to show off essentially how it is we do this. Okay, so now I need to put how did let me actually delete this block here. So we're gonna go to intro. Let's do here we go, slide tunnel, because that automatically adds a backdrop for me. Then okay, I don't want slides, so we'll delete that. Ah, Clevers. Wait, do you have a backdrop on you? There we go. So we go to that. Then here. I don't want to slide though, but I guess this will just be how we do it. All right, and then go in here. Background, custom. Let's make this. Oh, nope. What the hell? It's getting a sharp pain in the middle finger. That's weird. Okay. Background, custom. Why is this acting so weird? me just double check here. Okay. Well, okay. This does not actually work with the styles that we normally have. Okay. I'm overcomplicating it. So let's do this. Okay. Now, I believe color filter, that's normally what I've done. Yes, there we go. Okay, so let me look at, okay, that works. Two. Okay. What the hell? No idea where that came from. All right, so we need a mission statement to go with our printers. All right, Robin, you have a good night. Thanks for sticking around. All right, so here's the fun part. Now I need to go through and okay. That'd be really funny. I have a photo of Smitsky in front of what's the green monster? Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. So tempted to do that. Where did I could have swore I posted the photos from 3D Printopia somewhere. Huh. I can't seem to find it. That's weird. Hey, Bob. Yeah, your kids and your Printopia photos. Yeah, I'm trying to find where we showed off the Proton. I think I put it in our development chat. Let me check. Because I want to get that. You know what? Oh, hold on. Medic Spaceport, self-promotion, or 3D printed news? Was it there? Yes. Okay, found it. I guess that's kind of the best photo I have of it. We'll get more professional photos at some point, but let's go ahead and see here. We're going to do a columns. And just the basic columns here. We're gonna paste this one. There we go. Upload an image. Oh, actually, should do it here. Okay, replace that image with an actual positron. Do I have? Okay. And then I need one of a Prusa wire. Right, so I go to let's see. I can take one right now, but I kind of want to feature. Wait, where is Ella's? Does she? No. Not just a raw photo. Did I just post? No, I posted a video. Okay, do I have a photo of the Prusa one? I'm sure I do. I need to take more photos of my projects. That's what I'm starting to figure out here. I need to actually take photos of my projects. This one works. Oh, that's a video. I need a photo. Okay, actually, yeah, this works. I just need to edit it slightly. Sorry, I know you can't see what it is I'm working on, but give me a second. So we're going to crop it. On. There we go. Good evening, Medic Vince. What's up? All right. Positron V3.2. Now, question is, can I get a P bar? Nope. Can't do P bar. Damn. It's a shame because there is an ASCII character for this. Like, it exists. If you go to the Wikipedia page, like there is an ASCII character for a P bar. So I guess can just do this. Hey, One Raz, what's up? Oh, God. All right, so header 5. Okay, so okay. So there we go. Got a couple of boxes. Let's see. Can I? Okay. Yep. Do want the dark. All right. Let's see. Can I? Perfect. That works really well. Windows PC. Yep. It's a Windows PC. The problem is there's an ASCII character that does exist for P-bar. The problem is that a lot of sites do not support it. So I could use it, but it won't show up. All right. So now I want to take this details button. I wonder why it's like that. I want the button not to be blue, but that's fine. All right, let's save this as it is. And now let's do some testing. Yeah, okay. Good. I like that. All right. I do have this tool here. So that immediately tells me that we have a problem with the text here. So this is, let's see. This is an iPhone 13. So I normally test with a Google Pixel and a folding phone. So when no, I'm familiar, Petty. I'm familiar with it. It doesn't matter. Because if I still got the P-bar symbol, it would still default to a P in most fonts, because most fonts don't support the P-bar. Okay, so yep, here we go. So I have a folding phone, and one of the things that annoys me the most is websites that are not optimized for this thinner screen. So I like to check here. Most of this looks fine. Need to change up this font a bit here. Let's look at a Pixel 8. Oh, that is not a device I have access to. Nice. Pixel 6, then. Still a little weird. Okay, what about iPhone 14 Plus? Okay, so we need to change that a bit. So let's turn this off. Editor. Edit. Shorten that up to at Positron 3D, we make printers fun. Here's a few of our chaotic projects. So that should work well on most phones. And then show the 3 printers here. So now I can go ahead and hit published. Now what I do is menu editor. Add menu. Wait. What's add magnet? What's a mega menu? Oh. Well, that's different. I don't really want that, though. Okay, so let's get rid of that. So let's just do... Okay. Alright, that works the way I want it to. So... drop sourcing down there. We change the sourcing page to the positron page. Now we edit this. Positron 3.2. And we essentially leave this exactly as it is. We don't touch this. We leave it as it is. This page is now positron, the positron page. So let's go to pages and sourcing. Oh, go back. So we're going to select this. Is it not letting me? Okay. Okay, I need to figure out how to... I need to edit this page. To be positron and not sourcing. I mean, what I could do is I could duplicate it. And then just delete the old one. Yep, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Nothing broken. And then I'm going to edit this. And we edit this to go to our printers. Save that. Snap a click here. Brings you to our printers, and then we edit this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And that goes to positron. There we go. And now, boop, brings you to positron. Now, of course, for the sake of searchability and just like ease of use, you want to be able to get to that page within like 2 clicks. So 1, 2. Simple as that. Very quick. So now we need to make a page for Proton. Okay. All right. So now I need another photo of Proton. Let's see here. That will work. All right, and then can't really position it. So what I'm gonna have to do is trim that image. So we're going to set this to 16 by 9. Replace this, upload. There we go. What do I need? Okay, call to action for Proton should be what? Fuck, you know what? Me, big boy. Until we have something more. It's me, big boy. Alright, let's shrink these down. We don't need them as large as they are. Now we're gonna do images. Yep, gallery like this. Replace media. One of these. Okay. I don't like that. Alright, so we go back to this one. Okay. Now I'm going to edit that photo real quick, and we're going to make it 5 by 4. Save. Replace. Upload. Down. And get the picture with Taylor in it. Now let's shrink that. Doing 4 by 3. Go apply. Let me add a block here. That's really all the info that we need to provide. TLDR is a larger positron coming later in 2026. All right, let's grab 2 more photos. Okay, grab this image here. Actually, I don't have permission to use that one explicitly, so I'm not going to use that one just yet. Let me see if we have any other photos from the Proton guys. Do we really not have that many photos? Wild. I mean, maybe I just hold it to the 3 photos for now. Yeah. So let's delete that one. Yeah, we'll just leave it as 3 photos for now. Okay. Follow us. Link that. Cool. That works. All right. So now we go menu editor. Drop that under there. Save. Now I'm gonna cheat on Printopia. Guess what? We already have a website for Printopia. Dude. Save. Oh, you want a drop down? Well, here you go. Boop. There you go. Why do I need to build a complicated site when this exists? And this works perfectly fine. It works great. We don't need a... I'll probably at some point make like a proper a actual proper page for it, but right now that works just fine. I'm using Odoo. So Odoo is completely free forever. If you just use it for one app, and the one app we use it for is the website. So it's kind of perfect, actually. So yeah, so you can't go to our printers here. I kind of wish you could, but you can go to Positron, Proton, and then Printopia just kind of kicks you to here, which I'm not a fan of, that it just yeets you from the site. But that is just how it is. When you're here, you can click on the images it looks like. Which is cool. Gives you a little bit better idea of Proton. Let's actually look at this on a phone. Yeah, that works. That looks fine. Yep. Okay, that's a little annoying. I'll figure that out. Yeah, this works well so far. I'm happy with this so far. Oh, shoot. Why is that not working? Oh, there we go. Cool. Still proud of this page in general. Okay. Credits. I'm probably going to move this somewhere else. Yeah. I need to update this. This is woefully outdated. Is design group. Yeah, wow, this is so out of date. Oh my god. That's old. Okay. Started by the original designers of the Positron 3D printer, Kralin, Danning, and Nomad. Positron 3D is the design group that carries the torch of the original project. Designing interesting and fun 3D printers such as the positron, the proton, and the Cruciwire. There we go. Updated that to actually reflect reality finally. No one told me that was out of date. Okay. Okay, I need to update these. So, sorry, Polymaker, but you're no longer you're sadly no longer sponsor. Instead, I need to replace that. How do I restrict its size? 128. Okay. Oh, wait. I have to do it with the... Right? Why is it not... Hold on a second here. I just found a front flip website. Okay, hold on. So, what do I need this as? PNG to WebP. Oh, they're both SVGs. It didn't actually. Place, upload. There we go. Oh, but now it's not transparent. Bruh. Oh my god. Please, 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 let's have this actually have a transparent background. Thank you. Okay. 128. Thank you. Send, cut, send. And then... we just replace that with send, cut, send. Nomad's breaking the website again. Yes, I am. Okay. So send, cut, send has earned their spot as #1 on our website after so much money has been put to us. Okay, I need to go to 2. Let's see, I need content, logo. Okay, place this, upload. Ah, it breaks it. Damn, that breaks it so much. No. We have... yes, we do. Okay. Let me try this other one. Ah, it's so broken. It's so broken. Because it's not a square logo, it's really messing with how this works. So let me try something here real quick. So let's replace this, upload image. Okay. Okay, what if I did... nope. Okay. Huh. By the way, power boards and new compatible with positrons. We really just use positron hardware entirely. So right now, yes, completely backwards compatible. Nothing weird going on there. Okay, I have a way that we can do this. So Let me open up Photoshop. I'm just gonna do this real quick. All right, I gotta make a 1x1 thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab Jesse. Remove the background. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. Why is this being weird? Okay, there we go. Okay, and then export, quick export as PNG. Jesse background. Yes, replace. Okay, now I replace this. Upload an image. And then now I force this to 128. Perfect. Now it's almost in line with everything else. God damn it. It's... Oh, wait. Right. Hold on. I forgot. The logo I had there previously was kind of messed up. Okay, that's now roughly in line. I can't get it perfect because of the way it works, but that works. That works. Okay. All right. I'm pretty happy with it right now. You're very easily able to get to everything. That I'm not happy with that. So let's see. Can we fix that? Menu editor. Can I change? No. Okay. So I need to create a new page for that. actually, hold on. Let's delete it. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna actually... Okay, I'm gonna copy this page here. So we're gonna duplicate this. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and place this. Upload an image. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. All right, let me try. Let me get a photo real quick of the Prusa wire. It's not really a good photo. Oh, wait, I got a great photo right here. Hold on a second. What am I doing? Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then... Okay. And that. We don't really have a guide yet, so... I could just delete it. No. There we go. Work in progress. Oh, then I have to update the freaking wiki. Ah. All right. Menu editor. That. Save. So now if you go to PrusaWire, it brings you to here, and then if you go to printables, it doesn't kick you off the site, it just opens up a new tab. Same thing for the GitHub. Okay. Let's actually add a few photos of PrusaWire, shall we? So see, a couple more photos. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a couple of the makes that people have posted. Hey, Mama Nomad. What stuff do you need me to make? I'm updating website stuff that I'm supposed to do a while ago. Uh-oh. Yep. Yep. Oh, I don't have that filament yet. Pink accessories for the MK. Yeah, I don't have those yet. As soon as I have the filament, then I'll be able to make those. In the middle photo? Mom, this is the PrusaWire. This is a different printer entirely. And these are other people's printers. This one right here is mine, but yeah, these are other people's printers. Alright, I need title real quick. There you go. Cruciwire builds from our community. Safe didn't go to Philly, but they did go visit, they did visit my work. Okay. Check out a few things. All right. So there we go. That fixes that. Yeah, Philadelphia's next year. I'm still proud of that. Let me just gush for a second. I'm still really proud that we are nominated for, you know, best desktop 3D printer of the year. Still very proud of that. Have a good night, Safe. Make sure you drink your tea before you hit bed. I don't drink tea, but honestly, that does sound pretty good, though. Wait, what? Hold on. Jason just posted on Twitter. Did you see The Secret? Inspired by Positron 3D. And it's like, what? I don't get it, Jason. What was inspired by us? I'm so confused. Is it that what's upside down? Oh, the extruder is upside down. Oh. That was really confusing. All right. You don't. Oh, you don't know? Oh, great. Okay, so that's just gonna curse me. All right, let's check this on the phone. What? I don't care. All right. So our printers, let's go Prusawire. Yep. That works wonderfully. It's perfect. Very happy with that. Okay, then Proton. Mimi, big boy. All right. There we go. Our website's finally updated. I do enjoy showing you guys the behind the scenes of some of this. Because, honestly, I don't think people really think about, like, what goes into updating websites like this. At least all too much. It's a process. And it does take a while to go through and update them. It takes a bit. Okay. I'm getting tired. You know what that means. It's time for a film and giveaway. Chat, there's your link. I'll give you guys a little bit to hop into there. Ugh. The Prusa wire is almost done its next print, so I'll be able to compare it. I appear to have lost the box I had earlier. Just trying to figure it out. Oh, the logo on the tensor's upside down? Oh, that's funny. What's in here thinking? What's in this Amazon package sitting on the floor? Bowden tubes. I have 2 million Bowden tubes. I found the bin that I thought I lost. This filament's interesting. Not a huge fan of it, but I'm also just trying to get rid of it, so... Let's check something. Yeah, I guess it is. The LDO logo, though, is not, like, fully... I don't know. It's weird. I want one of those. Like, I really want one. It looks cool. And I gotta tell you, I am actually just really happy with how the Prusa wire has been printing lately. It's just doing good. I got minor VFAs. You can see it right there. But I just have to rerun Input Shaper, and those will go away. So I'm happy with it. This filament is so weird. Like, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna keep it for these, because like, oh god, it does look pretty cool when I'm looking at this. So all right, so if we look at this, this kind of slot into place, and that's it. It works. It's not super strong. That's fine. Wasn't anticipating it would be. But I can put other bins on top. Works. Yeah. It just works. Can't argue with it. No, this is multi-bin. So like, here's a multi-bin. It's gonna slide into here. And yeah. I should have enough for like a 3 stack of these. So like, I'll have one drawer for M3s. And like another for like, I can do this right now. Like, here's M3x20. There we go. Bin of M3s. Oh, here's a bunch of nuts. There we go. Now I can get rid of these, and then voila. Yeah, the website is now updated. Oh, hello there, Millennium Machine. How's it going? All right. There we go. That's functional, actually. I can put this away. I love the multi-bin system. Not so sure it was. What do you mean? Pulsetron3D.com. Our printers. Send cut send. Printed solid. Ollie 3D. If I go to our printers. Goes to our printers. Pulsetron V 3.2. Proton. And Prusawire. Oh, I need to update that link though. It's going good. Nice cup of tea in hand watching Mandix Vor on PC case video. Yo, that video is so good. There's so many shots from that video where our printers dropped out only as Prusawire. Oh shoot, I know what's up. I know what's up. 1 second. I have to go back to our printers as well. All right, I know exactly what happened there. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, Alan is also my favorite. Right, new private tab, Positron 3D.com. Yeah, our printers. Positron 3.2, Proton, Cruciwire, Cruciwire. This is in a private window too. Proton, Proton. Positron, Positron. If I go to here, our printers, Positron, Proton, Cruciwire. Your cache, it's gonna take a while for it to cache in your local area, likely. So give it some time. Congrats on the Proton. Thank you. We are very proud of the Proton. I don't have one with me to show off, but yeah, we are very, very proud of it. I really need to get a Milo so we can actually machine some of the parts. I'm gonna have to do a post say, hey, we've updated the website. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys another 10 minutes for this giveaway. That's weird. Jake, that's something for you to ask Jason. That's a you call. I can't just be like, hey Jason, add me to the V2 beta. No. You have to go be like, Jason, I want Nomad to be on the V2 beta. He's just gonna be like, it's gonna cost this much to me. And I'm gonna be like, I don't have the money. At least whenever we wanted to add people to the beta of kits that we worked on with Jason, we always had to ask ourselves and not have that individual ask, because we would just tell Jason to turn people down. You say that, but Alan from West 3D did it. Listen, that's West 3D. That's completely different. They don't operate the same way. All right, let me here, I got something to show you guys. So let's hopefully this pops up. Let me see if this shows up. One second. Okay, cool, it does. This works. So I've been working really hard. So this is obviously Proof Slicer. By the way, I did pick up a roll of each Blue Moon, Nightshade, and Blood Red Jesse filament since you said we should buy some of it. Hell yeah, Matt Al, I do appreciate that. And yes, it is awesome. All those colors are good. So here is the Prusa wire in Prusa Slicer. It's not an official thing yet, but I've been working on tuning profiles. So I have profiles for Prusament PLA and Prusament PETG. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, so I have printables is there. Let's see, custom G code. We have it for our printers. So we have a nozzle cleaning thing, all standard print start stuff. The print settings is actually at it's actually going at Core 1 speeds. And then, of course, you can actually access the physical printer from Prusa Slicer, which is awesome. So I can just go ahead and press print, and it's going to just get started. I'm really happy with how the Prusa wire is turning out. They want me to add profiles for like ABS and ASA, but like I don't have it in an enclosure for me to do ABS ASA testing. So I don't really know how they want me to do that. I don't know. But Prusa wire is definitely en route to being on EC print and just in Prusa slicer as a whole. Put it inside the XL. It won't fit inside the XL. It's too big. All right. Tent it? I might. I don't think I have a tent anymore. I don't think yet one. Get a sawzall and make it fit? No. No. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. So, interesting. It's interesting that this is what it says the tilt is, but it's coming out perfectly flat. It's very interesting. Yeah, because it's saying Z is off by, let's see, negative 0.18 to maximum 0.28. Jeez, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know why it's... Yeah, that's weird, because that's definitely not what's showing up on the prints. The prints don't show that. Yeah, maybe I have to de-rack it. Hold on, this is... Yeah, looks like I have to de-rack it. This looks like a racking issue. But, I mean, the prints are flat, so it's working. Oh well, it's fine. It's just making these. Yeah, it's Core XZ, so I probably just have to de-rack it again. That's easy to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. All right. Let's see. I'll give you guys like 2 more minutes to. The fuck was that? I don't. Go away, search bar. That was disturbing. But yeah, so far I got PTG and PLA working wonderfully on the Prusa wire. So I'm very excited to get that going. TPU? I mean, I probably could. I'll figure that out. TPU is not something I really want to try too much. Start checking some stuff here. Let's do a film and giveaway. Shall we? All right. Have to open up. Let's see. Transition. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close responses. Thank you to everyone that submitted. Let's go ahead and give away some filament. And let's see here. Let me just double check one thing. All right. Here we go. You're claiming rigged before winners even chosen. And that winner is Wick Central. Congratulations, Wick Central. Are you here? Just in time. Hell yeah, man. Let's see. What did you pick? Yeah, so close, Steven. So close. All right, let's see. You picked Nomad Choice. Okay, so I'm going to be a little crazy here. I'm going to send you a transition spool. I'm going to send you an Elixir transition spool because I don't know what you're going to get. It could be really good. It could be not much color. It could be anything in between. And so it could be a unique color. It could be a transition between two colors. It could be a transition between just startup and the full color, or, you know, something along those lines. So it's going to be a fun one. You don't, to be clear, you might not get a very vibrant color, but it will be a unique color. So let me go ahead and get that going. So let me open up Shopify backend here. Yeah, transition spools are fun because it's a bit of a gamble, but you get a $5 discount with transition spool. So if you want to get $15 spool of PLA or PTG, it's $15 for transition spool. For Elixir, it's a $20 spool for transition because normally Elixir is $25. So you get a $5 discount by going with the transition spool. You don't know what you're going to get, but usually it's pretty good. So let's send you a transition spool. Make sure I got this all correct. Yeah, bronze elixir is pretty good. All right, there we go. Wick. All right. It's almost 11 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for body doubling with me as I updated the Positron website, something that I've been really needing to do, that I'm happy is finally done. Hopefully I don't have to update it for another year, but we'll find out. Thank you guys. I hope I could be a little bit more insightful into how that stuff gets done. I have to figure out what our next project is. I think it might involve this. It might involve this. This is a Phaetus Apis 2 extruder. What is it that we might do with this? I have a trash 3D printer that I want to somehow breathe life into. And I think this guy is going to be the one to do it. But we shall see. I'll see if that is something I can get some sponsors to help with. And yeah, we'll find out. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Peace out, everybody.